King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal has been dragged online in the past couple of hours by Elenu, a comedian called Larry Kogberegbe, who is based in the United States of America. Hello, beautiful people. You're welcome to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're an existing viewer, you're also very much welcome. Now, the respected legendary musician, King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal has been so dragged online. Okay, now a couple of days ago, the said comedian who is based in America, Elenu, said they had contacted King Wasiu to come and perform at the show he was organizing in United States of America. So I'm going to read what he actually posted on his Instagram page. So Elenu says there's a video there. I will show you the video at the end of this my podcast. So on that video, that is where he made the comments as he shared it on his page. Lies from the pit of hell at King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal. I grew up rocking and loving your music with a very high esteem, but you guys need to stop with all this BS you got going on. Your manager at Obitent, Mike Fash, said, and I quote, Alhaji wants everybody to be vaccinated before you guys can travel. That is what Mike told me, and it was confirmed on your page. Coming here to now start speaking English. I paid you guys thousands of dollars, and your daft manager Mike still hasn't told me till date that visa was the problem, cause he knows the contract. His contract is signed with me. Instead, he claims it is because you want the entire band to be vaccinated. I want my money back. You guys can as well sell the Atlanta show to whoever, but I will be refunded and in full. I have no time for rada. So in anger, you can see the tone of his post that is really angry. And he also wrote, do I also need to mention that you had sold the Atlanta show to another person before you then sold to me, and the person was calling me to tell you to refund them before they get a court order that prevents K1 from performing at my show. So apparently with this, a lot has actually gone under the line and all of that. Now, so this guy has been trying, this Elenu comedian has been trying to get his thoughts out about his dissatisfaction with how King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal was going about, the show he organized. I think it was meant to take place in August, but definitely it's not been successful. So he's been trying, but he now approached the popular blogger, the well-known blogger called Gist Lover. There's a way people get to slide into a DM and express themselves for help when issues like this happen. Only you came out and said you want to come through front door and not back door at King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal, and yet this was the excuse you gave the same fan you just lied to, that visas is the problem. Meanwhile, on September 3rd, it was vaccine. So as we can see here, what he's trying to say is that K1 was telling him, right, that visa is the issue. And the manager, Mike Fash, was telling him that Wasiu wanted the band men, they're actually not boys, but they are called band boys to be vaccinated. So as somebody who has paid heavily to the management of Wasiu to come and perform, definitely the payments are taking place before August that was slated for the date of the event, right? So whatever the issues have been, once you're trying to approach something did not work, you signed a contract and it didn't take place, then there should be very good communication. Okay, let me continue his post here. I don't know you from anywhere at Obitent. Neither do I want to know you. My only business with you is securing the artist. Do I also need to mention that you had sold the ATL show to another person before you then sold to me? And the person was calling me to tell you to refund them before they tell the court order that prevents K1 from performing at my show. I still have all our convo on how it was hard to get all the 19 band members to be vaccinated. You even sent me pictures of some people getting vaccines, yet it comes here to be typing gibberish. Okay, it's a bit of overlap of what I read earlier, but it's so clear that the Elenu guy is really upset. Okay, he's really upset, and he tried to come out. He said the first time he actually reached out. No, he'd actually made a post online that Kwam called him, and he was upset to say why did he have to put that online and all of that. and people were warning him that he shouldn't tread like that with Wasiu, that King Wasiu is very powerful in Nigeria and all of that. And he just thought to himself that, well, it's his money, he's frustrated. When it is that you plan a show, and it's not even in Nigeria, it's abroad, it's in US. If you've planned a show, your word should be your bond. It's a huge thing, because maybe you sold ticket out, you've secured the venue of the event. He said he had to return money, because if you don't do it, people don't get away with such things abroad at all. And it's also going to affect him as a promoter henceforth. So next time he's calling people to come and watch his show or something, it's going to be quite tricky, So that's just the whatever. And then he also said, Mike first said, and I quote, Alhaji wants everybody to be vaccinated before you play. You guys can travel. This is what Mike told me, and it was confirmed on your page. Coming here to now start speaking English. As we can see, the tone is not pleasant at all. It's not pleasant at all. Wasiu granted an interview to Good Mind TV, where he expressed what really happened. Now, this you can go to Gistlover's blog. If you don't know Gistlover blog, then you can go to Gistlover blog. This is the conversation that Gistlover took the screenshot and shared on his or her page, where she mentioned, or he mentioned, that Mr. Elenu approached Gistlover to explain everything that's been happening, and that he just needs Gistlover to help them blow, the whole thing, so that he can get justice and get his money back. Okay, so really, if I actually read the conversations, because there were a lot of conversations flying around, maybe the money was about $22,500 or something, or maybe that was just for one of the terms of the agreement. Whatever it is, I'm thinking that both parties have spoken. I think there's a bridge in communication. When Larry, Larry is his full name, Larry Olakonju, Mr. Kogberegbe, known as Elenu, right? When he was approaching them, Alhaji was saying something different. His publicist or his manager was saying something different. And since August to this is now November. It's 4 months. So if your contract is not working, the most important thing is things go wrong. Let us be very realistic here, especially when it has to do with travels, and especially since COVID started, right? Flights are cancelled. You get frustrated about a lot of protocols. It's just so crazy, because things will happen regardless of how long you've been in that particular business. As you explained that he doesn't do back door, he does front door. So he doesn't want to go through the back door. He's a very law-abiding citizen. So he wants to do the needful. So he doesn't want to take things from the back. He just wants to do things in the right manner. So which I really, really do understand, because if everything should splash again, it's going to splash on his face. And he has a name to protect. This is a brand he has been building for over 30 years. Right? Even before some of us were born. Okay? And we know to sustain a brand in Nigeria, it's not easy. To run any form of business in Nigeria is not even easy. Okay, so I'm not speaking for Kwam 1. I'm just saying that this might have been what is going on, but he's not communicating effectively with the guy, the Elenu guy. Okay, there's a way, to be a case of, okay, let's reach a compromise. Okay, if we get a visa, we are going to come. If you cannot wait, then let me find how to return your money. Simple as ABC. As simple as ABC. Contracts are always signed with smiles. Every party A and party B will keep smiling and happy that a contract has been sealed. But most of the time, if the contract doesn't go well, or there are going to be issues, it always turns out badly. So this is one of those cases. And I know with the maturity and the level of exposure that King Wasiu has, I know he's going to delve into this and resolve it as quickly as possible. So this is a post also online. Like I told you, a lot of conversations have been flying around on all of that. So I know that they will sit down together at the round table, because when it comes to dragging online, it really is not worth it at the end of the day. But the man is justified also. He's looking to get his own money. He has invested so much money. He's a promoter. And he mentioned in one of his posts that he works for almost 12 hours every day, and people have been dropping comments. My people, One person says, Baba's English is fluent, nice one. Another said, Ade ori adiye. Another said, all this shalaye ko necessary, just refund the money, simple. Another said, the English way they speak self, they vex me. Better refund his money, period. As we know, they are actually referring to our legendary musician, King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal. And that's why I said earlier that it's becoming messy. Becoming really messy. And for me, I have, of course, Alhaji is a father to a lot of us, and as you know, as we are known in Africa, when an elderly person does something that is not appropriate, you have to use a good tone, to convey your message. All right, so I'm just saying Alhaji should just try and settle the guy and let him, have his money back, so that all this will just die down. I'll read the next post also. Another person said, refund Elenu back, Oga, that's all. No need for plenty English or grammar. You were paid and you didn't show up as agreed and assigned in the contract. Then do the needful and make refund. Thank you. Another commenter said, grammar, Oya, refund money back, Mr. Joe Citizen. Law keeper, refund money, Joe. Another person says, Oga, pay money back, Jari. Okay, this is what I call dragging and slamming online, and one of the things that could make someone just lose respect easily is when it comes to money. King Wasiu is very rich. Honestly, is not somebody that can complain that he doesn't have money. But I know sometimes things don't work as we expect it to work. So tell us why this is happening. Okay, so I'm going to read one last one. If money has been collected, the honorable thing to do is refund if conditions of the contract was not met during the stipulated time. Also, communication, sir, bridges the gap. While you are not the embassy, show organizers and promoters have an obligation to the audience and reputation to protect. If these things are not communicated properly, what do you think happens to the person who paid you loads of money before you even got visas? Please pay up. Whenever you're ready to enter USA through the front door, you can renegotiate terms and conditions. You people talk as if you're talking to complete illiterates. Sometimes giving the press a comment like this and expecting everyone to just believe is absurd. Now love will love your music, no be say you foolish, sir. This is what it's called, Lobaton. And we know people have no chills, I think I've said a bit of this earlier to say, well, I'm not in a position to advise Alhaji at all, but I just advise him to just return the money, because once dragging starts on social media, it ain't going to stop. And he has come out to actually address it. But his own side of the story is not what people are buying into at all. It's not what people are buying into. They are not believing his side of the story. And really, when you think you're doing things the right way, and the thing is not turning out well, and you're being bashed left, right, and center, the most honorable thing to do is just resolve it immediately and just move on. Honestly, I don't know. That's just my own. Maybe people who are more knowledgeable in things like this could relate better. So we hope all this will be addressed as soon as possible, because the dragging online is not it at all. Like we always say, that I like to keep it positive right here, despite sharing my own perspectives on the different angles or the parties involved in a particular story or trending information online. So thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. I'm sure to see you in my next video. Bye for now.